People across the Triangle are waking up to debris littering yards and roads, and thousands still without power. Strong storms moved through the area yesterday, and we are seeing the aftermath this morning. We have team coverage across the Triangle this morning. We'll start with Laura Levine in Durham, where sadly, Laura, the storm turned deadly.
A very tragic situation here, Michelle. And right now I want to tell you, for the first time this morning, we are beginning to see crews arrive here at the scene. Folks with the Department of Transportation with the city actually just arrived here about 20 minutes ago. And they came here hoping that they would be able to restore some traffic lights, not realizing how serious the situation is here, and calling on Duke Energy now. They were just speaking with folks over at Duke to see if they can get an ETA on this situation. Obviously, they're going to have to remove this fairly large tree and help get some of these poles back up. But this is the tree here at the intersection of Moorhead and Anderson, where the tree came toppling down on top of a car that a woman was driving around 4:30 yesterday. The tree toppled over the car and the woman did die at the scene here. The neighbors say that around that time is when their power went out. As we know, thousands of people are still without power in Durham. At last check with Duke Energy, it was about 46,000 customers. A little progress compared to 51,000 we were seeing about an hour ago. But again, this is going to take a long time for crews to get out here in Durham, especially where the damage is pretty extensive and widespread. So we're going to continue to track the progress here and keep you updated. Let's send things over to Kelsey Coffey in Raleigh with a look at things there.
Laura, well, things here in Raleigh look completely different than what they look like in Durham, but still definitely some damage to tell everyone about. So I'm at the Timbers apartment complex. This is on Timber Creek Lane in Raleigh. And as neighbors are waking up this morning, headed out of the door, they're going to come up these steps and they're going to see that this parking lot is covered in debris and tree branches. So we've got a tree down right here. Then if we keep walking where these parking spots are right now, it seems like there was probably a car that was here, because we see wood chips that are all over these parking spots. So a tree could have fallen on top of the car, and then they had to chop up the wood to make sure that they could remove all the damage. Now let's get you straight to video of the aftermath of yesterday. Storms were producing ground winds up to between 70 and 90 miles per hour. Here's how a neighbor describes the moments leading up to the storm.
It just picked up out of nowhere, and we just noticed it was raining and thundering at first, and then we started seeing branches fall from the sky. Pretty much is what it felt like. It seems like it was falling off the roof.
A scary moment for the folks who live in this area. And of course, this parking lot has a lot of damage in it, but I'm sure that the people who live here are thankful this morning, because things could have been so much worse. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.